Hello there, my name is Download and welcome to this video. Now I am doing the voiceover because I did film it, but yeah, just to let you know. Anyway, right here is where I'm going to show you how to make a display. Now, I do have some other areas, like I do have ships and buildings, which are right here. The ships are on the other side, and I'm going to show you how to make a hogwarts display. Now, I'm not good at displays, so most of the time. But I got a spot here to make one, and I just killed my minifigure. Anyway, I will show you the ships as well later. But yeah, there's some things what we need to do first, before we actually get to making the display, and that is make sure you have space. You need to have space. Make sure you have enough. And right here, you have enough space to fit it on. First up, basic models. You'll want to make sure your basic models are there. If you have a basic model, that's good. And that allow you to then, well, have somewhere to start off with. Because if you don't, it's going to be all confusing. And it's going to get really odd really fast. So make sure you have an idea in your head. Don't put stuff like the night bus in there. That doesn't work. It's not part of the scene or the area. So we'll put that back down here. Also, they're my Skylanders. Anyway, so yeah, make sure it's all consistent. Do not break anything. Like my minifigure right there is a bit odd, but that's just here for the tour guide. And you want to add in some more stuff, like the Whomping Willow tree and Hagrid's hut and some few trees. And this will then allow you to then, well, add more character to the thing. You want less than just basic. The Stranger's Insect does get in the way, but that's not the focus. Hagrid hut more on the side. There's some minifigures. You can put in stuff like the car, but you want to make sure, like with the night bus, it's consistent. Don't put it in if you're not using second movie characters, like right here. You have second movie, he's not going to be there. Second movie characters. Now, you want to use second movie for this or make sure it's consistent. For example, if you're using the first movie, add characters which only appear in the first film. Second movie, adding characters from only that film. Third film, adding characters, and so on and so forth. Now, what would I recommend? I recommend going for first and second, putting those two together as one. Mostly go for second though. Maybe add the touch of one as well, because they're very similar in their style. The third film though is where more the geography, I think it is, for, well, you know, Harry Potter came into place. So the third film will allow you to have more accurate area, and then also is where they release a lot of minifigures for, so I recommend doing that. Ignore the fourth. Fourth was all Triwizard Tournament, and it's pointless for this. Fifth, they only released I think 2 sets or something like that. Maybe 3, it was either 2 or 3. Sixth film, similar story as well. So you don't really have a lot of choice. Also, make sure your minifigures are consistent from what movie you're going for. Like I said before, don't have Hermione from the first film and Harry from the sixth and Ron from the third. Doesn't make sense. Unless if you're doing something like the Star Wars Holiday Special where it's all across the thing, or do different scenes in different areas. That works. But doing something like this, it doesn't work in. And that's the difference. You want to make sure it's all consistent. Minifigures do give the place a lot more character. It makes it feel more alive and more welcoming. When you see it, you go, wow, that looked good. Instead of just having, oh look at buildings, it look more deserted. So yeah, you can tell I'm doing a voiceover due to the fact that this just is going too long. Anyway, let's move on to the spaceships. Right here. And right here, it's one simple change what you have to do. Nothing too much, nothing too bad. And that is, well, I will show you right now. Just move the ships around. Make sure they're all facing the same direction. Now, the Millennium Falcon is hanging off the edge, so I wouldn't recommend doing this if you don't have space. But I am going to get another shelf, so don't worry about it. Putting them all like this, make them look more united and more comfortable, instead of them being all over the place. Like this. This is one of my main shelf, and I hate it. where most of my main mini shelves are, everything is all over the place. I do not like this shelf. You have Thanos, you have Diva, all dead, pretty much. You have that on top of something. This here going to be for spaceships. They're not just spaceships. That's good. That have dinosaurs. That is a good shelf. Something like that would work. But the other two, ignore them. That, I would now... what would I do for shelves? Well, this one was spaceships. This one meant to be spaceships or Star Wars. That one up there, that's going to be for things like marks and big builds like the T-Rex. On this one, you're going to have minifigures. Now, you do have stuff kind of all over the place, and I'm sorry about that. You need to get this sorted out. Rearranging minifigures is a pain, so yeah. On this shelf, you could have buildings. It just works. Having buildings would work, and it'd keep it more themed. Now, if you look at the Lighthouse and Santorum, they work. They work right there because they're like united. It's all at the back. You want it to all be themed and all correct. Now, I know Ninjago and Marvel are different, but it works and it feels comfortable, it feels natural. You don't want, let's say, a spaceship with a car with a, I don't know, Millennium Falcon. It's all, that would just be weird. So you want to make sure it all makes sense as well. Like I said, this is going to be for Star Wars stuff. Not going to be able to fit it all on there, so some stuff like buildings will be on this one, like Luke's hut, for example. And like I said, this is going to be for mocks and builds like dinosaurs. Where it works, this will be for mechs. It was meant to be for Transformers, but I'm going to add mechs here instead. So yeah, that's good. Anyway, now onto this, and right here you got the Hulkbuster and Venom, so I need to move them up there. Yeah, but hey, I'm criticizing myself here, so I'm not perfect. You could do one good area, but make sure the others are good as well. This is my first shelves. Minifigures, they're all over the place, but I am sorting them out, so don't worry. I am getting to them. And I did buy some more figures recently, so yeah. So yeah, hopefully you yeah, I'm criticizing myself. I don't just go, oh, I'm perfect. Anyway, now on to Hogwarts again. And back to Hogwarts. The one thing I say, and that's lights. Yes, you want to add lights when possible. Now, why lights? It adds more flavour and character to things. And I will show you that, well, in a moment. In 3, 2, 1. And here's the lights. And you can see a difference. It's brighter. It looks like it has more character. The blue works because on Harry Potter there is blue in the background. Right there you could have the car instead of on the one pin wheels, and it look like headlights. That look like headlights. Move that there, or build the front. It works. The blue, it does show through the door. That look really nice. The window not so much, but that because the light is actually at the bottom, not the top, so you can have that go all the way through. But with the limited space I got, I can't be bothered to. But that looks nice. Hagrid Hut is kind of plain, but that is the third film version, so, and Hagrid Hut isn't always meant to be the brightest thing. I'm saying that name wrong, I always do. I am sorry for saying it wrong. Anyway, through here, the Great Hall, you can see the light, and it looks so good. And it just makes builds look 10 times better light. Now, I recommend using blue light for this. You can add it to stuff like that as well. Millennium Falcon, put that inside, will light it up perfectly. If you actually haven't noticed on my other display, the shelves what I showed, which are a mess, the light there is like a yellow light. Do not use yellow lights, unless if you're using it on the gate, like right here. The flames, I would say, use yellow lights. Now there is companies what do that not meant to be there, what do lights, and it called Light My Brick, I think it is. And what it does, you buy the brick, the light kit for the sets, and you attach it. And wow, doesn't it make them look amazing. I don't really spend money on lights, but got some on me, so why not use them. And wow, that gate looks so good. Lights can make everything work better. The blue light, I would say, one of the better light to use, because it does make everything look so much cleaner and better. It is a bit hard to close the gate door, I will say that. but that because the lights are getting stuck underneath, and this have a lot more limited space than the Hogwarts, so that one. Oh, here it is closed. What can I say? That is amazing. Now, I would recommend using blue lights, what I'm using now, white lights, because, you know, white lights are also pretty good. They look amazing. These ones are blue, as you can see right here. Just standard lights. Yellow ones I would say stay away from. That's what I got on my main shelf, and if you look at some of my older videos where I used that area, the video looked pretty bad in quality. And because that light doesn't really work too well on camera. It looks more dull. Hogwarts Castle, it will work due to the nature of Hogwarts, but oh well, it's nothing too bad. It makes my displays look nicer in person, but if I get a video good enough, use the lights, it should look alright, but oh well. Anyway, hopefully you enjoyed this. Quick reminder, I do have a TikTok where I put stuff on there, like this castle, that broke the other day. And how would you know that? Well, you follow my TikTok. I put stuff like that on there. Sometimes teasers for mocks, I put on my TikTok. It's all Lego and Transformers. So, if you like my channel, you'll love that as well. Just for putting that out there. And also, the TikTok community getting higher than my YouTube. And that's kind of a bit concerning. So, if you like the video, please consider subscribing so that the YouTube channel can get, well, same level or even higher on my TikTok. Anyway, thank you for watching. I have been Download, and if you like this, please give any feedback you want in the comments. And if you want to ask me questions, ask me in the comments down below. I have been Download, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye. And there's still a couple seconds left. Yay.